So it's Friday, it's probably a little late, but this week I finally finished my room. It's painted, it's really pretty, so I should probably show you that now. My bear's on the bed, but I did this like really nice cream color with a really cool black line, and then I had that really deep like garnet. It looks kind of brown, but it's more, there you can probably see the color, a little bit better color there, but and then I got my cool desk put together. I finally got it out of the living room. I have to put some stuff together. That's gonna be like hung up there. I'm doing something with the mirror soon, so yes, I'm very happy with my room and how it turned out. So in other news, I interviewed for that job for WRNN videographer position, and I got that. But after talking with Jeff at the station, he was able to kind of maneuver a schedule around me not doing Saturday mornings, but the whole time I got offered the job, I'm kind of just like, I don't really want to do this. So I declined it, even though it was $16.50 an hour, which for video work is not that high, but even so, it would have been a start opportunity to kind of branch into other things at the station, but I really can't see myself doing news. I'm not really into news. Production, yeah, but news, not so much. On Tuesday, oh my goodness, Tuesday I had a really big interview. It was for Meredith. It's a more production company and studio camera operator, and it was the most lengthy process I've ever had to go through, which is, I was excited and nervous. I felt like I was gonna throw up. I was there 9 in the morning. I sat in on them setting up the show, doing the show, them doing everything in the control room. I talked to the engineering manager, studio supervisor. I sat in on the meeting with the crew, and then they put me behind the camera and told me to do these moves, and I fucking aced it because I'm awesome. Really hope I get this job. At the end of it, he was like, well, we have to do a background check just so you're not a murderer. And they were talking about how the headquarters is in Iowa, Des Moines, so it might be a couple weeks, he said, before I get a packet or something. It sounded like he wanted to hire me. I really hope that's the case, because I honestly would love that job. So, and it would just help me financially, which financially I'm not struggling, which, you know, it's coming to a point, thank goodness I'm getting ahead. My student loans, I recently applied for FAFSA because I'm really considering going to school for becoming a registered dietitian, which is, I don't really know where that came from, but it's a really big interest to me. I still want to go to film school. There's no reason why I can't do multiple things. And career-wise, I got a lot of things going on. I'm keeping my options open. I'm just kind of over the place, but that's not bad. I feel like it's not bad. I'm just really happy with things that are going on now. Like the other day I was just like, oh, I'm a fucking loser, and maybe that could have been hormones. I don't know. I just really, things are moving up. Also, I was looking into traveling for free. I was doing this Google search, and I found that there's just like, there's a small training thing that they do, and it brings you into this network of being a tour director. And I was like, oh, I would love to do that. So I think I have the personality for it. I think that I have the stamina for that. I'm finding that I have a real, I don't know what to call it. Like Chris at work, he's awesome. He'll probably never see this, but I just love my shifts with him. He's just amazing. So, and then my schedule, that if I would have taken the videographer position, my schedule would have changed and I would have had less shifts with Chris, and that's just not cool. Which, I mean, I really didn't want to do the news, so that was I was like on the fence the whole time, and I was talking to my mom yesterday about it, and I was like, oh, I was all over this. I didn't really know what to do, because, you know, when you're like double the pay of other jobs, it's like, oh, well, why not, you know? So, definitely not a sellout, and I'm proud of that. I'm not a sellout. My question for Amber, next year, you better still be in Brooklyn. Are you still in Brooklyn? Are you still in the same spot? Because I want you there next year. I don't want you bouncing all over the place. So next year in May, I hope I'm still in the same place. I don't want to keep moving around. I want to travel, but I want to kind of keep a home base somewhere. So are you still in the same place? Simple, but hopefully, Yeah, hopefully Aunt Bro in the future is still here in this room because she worked hard painting this room actually. Okay, that's it for now, and I shall see you guys next week or tomorrow in the future, I guess. So I totally forgot, I said some things in my last week post about the other cafe that I started at and working so many shifts. Well, I worked that Monday and I really didn't agree with a lot of the things that he did coffee-wise, which is kind of funny because I have extensive education in coffee. Laugh all you want, but it's crazy the science I know of, you know, just the long processes, what you should do, you know, grinds and whatever, timing, water and all this stuff. So I didn't really agree with how he brewed his espresso or brewed his coffee and all this. So, I mean, the first thing he said was, oh, don't touch the grind, and every barista that's out there that's trained from, like, you know, a crazy third wave place is that you adjust the grind to every bag of beans. So that was crazy. So for the interview that I had on Tuesday last week that was super long, he called me that Monday while I was at the new cafe, and he says, hey, can you come in at sometime, you know, this morning, this week? And I'm like, yes, because this is a big fucking job, right? So what I had to do in order to maneuver that, I kind of lied to the owner to try and get out of working the next day. Well, needless to say, when you start a new job and you try and ask for a day off the next day, it doesn't really work out. I mean, I didn't really agree with how things were going with how he ran his shop. So, I mean, I think we would have butt heads through the whole time I worked there. It was a, you know, a bit more pay, but in the end, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not, you know, that was a big interview I needed to go to. I was not gonna go, you know. So because I went to the interview, I kind of lost that job. So, but I still have Aroma. So next week I'm working at Aroma a lot before I go on vacation. You just gotta take risks, and I lost that job. But he paid me for the day. I turned in my key and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm sorry it didn't work out, whatever. So yeah, I didn't end up working 11 shifts. Awesome. So I had some extra mornings off. I caught up on some sleep, which is good. Yeah, so that, I totally forgot about that, what I said last week. So I just wanted to kind of make sure there's like a closure that happens here. So that's it.